So I logged onto Twitter today, and this was one of the first things that I saw being promoted, and it's a petition to cancel HBO Max's Velma. So a bit of context: I'm not a massive fan of Velma. Even in general, before the whole Velma show, she was always my least favourite member of the Scooby Gang. And this show definitely did her no favours. Was it the worst show I've seen? Actually, quite far from it. There was some fun that I could garner from it, but ultimately, as someone that's always wanted a more adult take on the Scooby-Doo franchise, this absolutely wasn't it. At the end of the day, I think Velma was a pretty mediocre adult show with crass humour, low bar jokes, and it just definitely wasn't for me. I actually think that a show like Mystery Incorporated handles a more adult take on Scooby-Doo way better than Velma even comes close to. But the reason why this disappointed me is just a few of the details that I saw on this petition. So as you saw from the last component, this petition is currently at 1,020 supporters, but it shocked me to see that this was only started 2 months ago. Now maybe it shouldn't have shocked me to that extent, as the Velma show is pretty recent, and shout out to, I'm gonna butcher this name, but La Cienga Boulevardes, so I'm apologising if I've got that wrong, but clearly someone that's passionate about their cause, and either way it's somewhat commendable, but it kind of disappoints me, and I'll tell you why. So this is our petition that we started about 5 minutes after the Scoob Holiday Haunt news broke and everyone knew that it was cancelled. So this is kind of like, I guess, breaking in terms of that type of thing. But we've got Save Scoob Holiday Haunt, 2,275 signatures, which is not such a shabby amount, especially considering the fact that at this time at least we were almost lone wolves in the scene. We were the only people really sharing this version of the petition, so to be at 2,275 isn't any short feat whatsoever, and we're really grateful to everyone that supported this. But then look at the kind of comparison. So we started this 8 months ago, as I said, literally as the news was being broken. So when you think about it, for all you can argue, it's sitting at more than double the supporters of the Cancel Velma petition. Like, if you think about it, it's had way, like 8 months to 2 months, it's hardly a comparison. So I do suspect that the Velma petition will overtake this eventually. And let's even take this a step further. This is the other Scoob Holiday Haunt petition started by Ben Haller, who is the son of Bill Haller, one of the directors of the movie. So a petition of real legitimacy here, and of course, like I mentioned, at the time we were almost lone wolves in the scene, so every other Scooby page that you're aware of was promoting this petition. And when you think about it, that is a massive number when you think about the top 3, top 4 people in this scene with 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, all promoting this petition, and you can see it's only 800 people over ours. Again, massive feat. It's great to see these numbers, and in combination, it's a pretty big number. But again, I do think that the Velma petition will overtake this. And here's the thing: if you supported any of the Scoob Holiday Haunt petitions and signed the Velma petition, then all power to you. And even if you just supported the Velma petition, great. That's almost why we're making this video, to let you guys know that there is a Velma petition out there. And I talked myself in of this and out of this, but I do think I am going to leave that petition in the description down below if you want, because at the end of the day, our role here isn't to tell you what to think, tell you what to do, what not to do. Our role here is to make you aware of developments in the community, in this whole space. But here's my thing: I am disappointed at the Velma petition. I'm disappointed at the numbers it's garnered, but like, even compared with this Ben Haller petition, because, and this is gonna sound corny, but why as a society do we find it easier to think about destroying instead of building? Why do we think it's easier to cancel than save? Why do we always build walls and not bridges? That's the kind of problem I'm having. I think it's difficult to rally, and this is an issue outside of the whole Scooby community. And like I said, we've almost taken a step back from that and formed the JayBee Milly community. And this is an issue that is the world over. This isn't a Scooby community thing. It's not a Twitter space thing. This is the world. We find it so easy to think about destruction when we should actually be thinking about building things up. Why do we have to think about tearing things down? Now, if there was a conversation to be had that the cancellation of Velma would save Holiday Haunt, save Haunted High Rise, maybe we'd be saying something different here. But ultimately, I'm kind of just disappointed that our instant gut reaction is to think about tearing something down as opposed to preserving something that was good. Because at the end of the day, I think we're all winning as a community if Velma continues, if we get Scoob Holiday Haunt, and if we get Haunted High Rise. At the end of the day, in my view, if one person enjoyed Velma, and you could argue that they haven't, but if one person enjoyed Velma, and that was a reason to give a load of storyboard artists, composers, animators a good payday, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. The issue that I have at the moment is we get the Velma, but we don't get the Holiday Haunt. We don't get the Haunted High Rise. There's nothing for kids, families, and people like me to enjoy in terms of Scooby-Doo that's coming out new recently. So, yeah, I'm pro, people behind the scenes first and foremost, and in my view, making a petition to put a load of animators and storyboard artists out of business is not something that I'm actively going to put my name on. And I really don't think that you guys should too. But that's just me. Again, like I'm saying, you don't have to listen to me. I am not an expert in this field whatsoever. And you guys deserve at least the option to view the petition or something. Or even if you want to sign it and direct people to more positive movements, then maybe that's a win-win. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this situation. If you did enjoy this, please like the video and comment down below what you'd want to see more this year. Would you want to see Holiday Haunt, Crypto 2, Haunted High Rise, or all three? Do you want to see a second season of Velma? Let us know in the comment section down below. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.